Auto is back again. I hope you guys are doing well. So guys, today I am going to review this bike, which is the TVS Apache RR310. This is a 2020 model. It also gets a BS6 petrol engine. In this video, I'll be talking about the design, performance, ride and handling balance, what all features do you get in this particular motorcycle, and by the end of the video, I'll also tell you guys about the mileage as well as the price of the bike. Now, without wasting more time, let's quickly start the video. Before starting the video, if you have any questions, you can definitely write it to me on Instagram. And if you like watching videos in Hindi language, you can also basically check out our Hindi YouTube channel, which is Auto Revs Hindi. All the links are given in the description box below. Now, without wasting more time, let's quickly start the video. Hello everyone and welcome to Auto Revs back again. I hope you guys are doing well. So guys, in this video I am going to review this bike for you guys, which is the TVS Apache RR310. Now this is a 2020 model. It gets a BS6 petrol engine as well. In this video I'll talk about the performance of the motorcycle. I'll talk about the design as well, ride and handling balance, what all features do you get in this particular motorcycle. By the end of the video I'll also tell you guys about the mileage which you can achieve from this particular bike. Now let's quickly start from the design front. So as you can see, the design is absolutely rad. I would say the design definitely looks very much attractive. It is a bold looking motorcycle. At the end of the day, it's a sports motorcycle. And when I got the bike from TVS, when I was coming back on the signal, there were a lot of people who were checking out the bike who actually asked me the price as well. So it definitely attracts a lot of eyeballs, and it will definitely surely make a lot of heads turn as well. So it is definitely a very pretty and very attractive looking motorcycle made by TVS Motors. Now let's quickly start from the front of the motorcycle. So here, as you can see, this is how the front of the TVS Apache RR310 looks like. Here you have this projector by LED headlamp setup at the front. This is the projector. This is your DRL provided right over here. This is your indicator. By the way, you also get a hazard lamp. I'll show it to you guys right away. So here, by pressing this button, you can basically turn on the hazard lamp as well. So this is how it looks from the front. So this is your projector, this is the DRL, this is your indicators, which can also you can turn on the hazard lamp from them. So this is how the front profile of the motorcycle actually looks like. Here at the front you have this TVS logo. Here you have your provision for your number plate. Here you have a small visor. Now this visor is functional to a certain extent when you ride the bike in a aggressive position, when you are on the track. That is when the visor will surely help you. Here you have our Indian flag, which is a matter of pride for each and every one of us, that if you own this bike, you will definitely feel very proud about it, that you have this Indian flag right at the front. Now this is how the side profile of the bike actually looks like. I can definitely sit here all day long and stare at it, and still I won't be bored of it. That is how good looking the bike is. I mean, just look at the way it looks. The side is completely faired. Obviously it is a sports motorcycle, so it has to be faired completely. So this is the fairing which you get on the sides. Here you have this Apache graphics provided. Here you have the 310 RR310 badge provided as well. And this is the side profile of the bike. It looks absolutely stunning, I would say. Talking about the suspension, by the way, at the front, the suspension which you get is inverted forks telescopic suspension at the front. ABS written right there. You have this ABS sticker provided, which tells you that it gets dual channel ABS. By the way, it gets disc brake at the front as well as on the rear. And the tire profile at the front is 110/70 R17. Those are 17 inches alloy wheels, by the way. And this is how it looks from the side profile. Now here, as you can see, this is your chassis, the frame or chassis, whatever you can call it. So this is the trellis frame which you get. By the way, it also gets a aluminium forged swing arm. The function of the swing arm is basically to connect your rear wheel to the body. So that is the function of the swing arm. This is how the bike looks like from the side profile. It definitely looks very much sporty, attractive, bold as well. Now this is the exhaust which you get. On the exhaust you have this metal cover provided. The foot peg quality is also quite nice, I would say. So this is the foot peg. This is how it looks. And here as you can see, this is the seat. It is on the softer side, which is again a very nice thing about the seat. And the pillion seat is also on the softer side. This is the shape of the pillion seat right over here. And this pillion seat is actually best suited for your girlfriend. I would say it is best suited for young people and not for your parents. And the only reason for that is the fact that the seat is a bit on the higher side, so for your parents to climb upon it might be a bit of a task, but it is very easy to climb for a young kid or young people. It definitely is not a very big task as such. So you can basically tell your girlfriend to sit over there. You can definitely get them on the pillion seat, young people on the pillion seats. So that is about the seat. Coming on to the rear of the motorcycle, let me turn on the bike so that I can show you the tail lamps as well. So here as you can see, as soon as you turn it on, it will show you TVS Racing since 1982. And let me show you guys the tail lamps. So this is how the tail lamps looks like. Now this is the stop lamp which you get. This is the LED which you get right over here. These are the indicators right over here. Here you have your number plate provision. Here you have your reflector provided. Below this as well, here you have a light to illuminate the number plate, by the way. And this is how the rear profile of the Apache RR310 looks like. Again, coming on to the sides, as you can see, it definitely looks very much beautiful, I would say. The fuel tank capacity is 11 liters, by the way. Here you have TVS logo. This is the fuel lid. You can insert the key. When you twist it towards the left, you can open up the fuel lid, and by closing it, you need to push it down and twist it towards the right. Here again you have the keyhole. You can open this seat up in order to access. By the way, documents are kept below this particular seat. You also have your first aid kit below there. You obviously get clip-on handlebars because it's a sports motorcycle. And here as you can see, this is how it looks from the sides. Here you have this 6-speed manual gearbox provided. It also gets side stand engine cutoff, by the way. So if your side stand is on, you won't be able to start the motorcycle, the bike. And the mirrors again are aerodynamic in terms of shape, and they definitely do provide you a decent view of what's behind. So this is how the bike looks like from the sides. Here again you have this Apache RR310 sticker or graphics provided on the tank as well. Here you have the RR310 badge. Now here as you can see, there are a lot of buttons provided right over here. This is for your hazard lamp provided, and here you actually get a button for your high beam and low beam. So this is for your high beam and low beam. Let me show you guys. So this is the high beam, this is the low beam, and this is the pass light switch. This is obviously your DRL provided right over here. So that is about this button. Here you have a set button. This is to toggle through the modes. So you can basically on the ride, when you wish, you can basically switch between different modes. You can switch between urban, rain, track and sport mode directly by pressing this particular button. You will only be able to change the modes when you close the throttle. You will have to close the throttle. While opening the throttle, you cannot change the mode. So that is something which you need to know. This is the back button. This is for your indicators obviously, and here this is for your horn. Horn sounds quite nice, I would say. It is loud and clear. This is obviously for your engine kill switch right over here. This is engine kill switch. This is for your starting of your bike, engine kill switch, and self start for your bike. Now this is the screen. This is a 5-inch TFT display which you get right over here. You also do get TVS X Connect app, which you can basically connect to this particular screen, and you can also see your navigation right over here. So it will show you your digital speedometer, RPM indicator as well, gear indicator as well, fuel gauge as well as your coolant temperature, menu, neutral as well, ABS light as well, check engine light as well. This light is for your red lining. Now now it is in track mode, as you can see. Let me get into set. So as soon as I press the set button, it will show you the ride mode. So you can basically also manually change the ride modes by getting into this setting. By pressing the downward button, you can get into trip details. So here you actually get trip A, trip B and trip C. Below this you have your my vehicle setting. Here you can see the service records as well. Here you have performance records as well. So mileage, as you can see, 38 kilometers per liter. That is what I have achieved, which is outstanding for a machine of this particular size. So I think I have ridden it in a very sane manner, I would say. So definitely I deserve an applause for that. Getting back, here you have the speed. So here it is showing you average speed 0 to 6 kilometers per hour, top speed as well. I have not really tested it to the 170 kilometers mark because I haven't taken it to the track, but I would say that the high speed stability is really very good. I have ridden the bike on the highways. Getting back, lap, if you take it on the track, it will show you your lap settings as well. So these are the basic things which you get. Preferences, here you have the connectivity thing. So getting into connectivity, you can basically download the TVS X Connect app and you can pair it to the device. The screen right over here, display setup, it will show the brightness, clock, date, as well as day and night mode. So you can basically increase and decrease the brightness of the screen as well. Custom widgets, so those are the widgets which you can also change. So those are the basic things which you get. Most of the things you get in the display of the TVS Apache RR310. The fuel tank capacity, like I mentioned earlier, it is 11 liters in terms of size. I think I've spoken most of the things about the bike. Now let me quickly show you guys the rear suspension setup. So at the rear you actually get shock absorbers, monoshock suspension at the rear, and the tire profile at the rear is 150 60 R 17 inches alloy wheels, and the disc size is 200 petal disc you get right over here. Talking about the front disc size and the tire size, here as you can see, 300 petal disc at the front. The tire size is 110 70 R 17, so that is the tire size. Basically you get Michelin Road 5 tires on this particular one. So that is about it. So guys, I think I've spoken a lot about most of the things about the bike. Now two things which I did not tell you about the bike is the fact that it gets a slipper clutch and it also gets a throttle by wire. Now if you want, I'll make a separate detailed video about it, but let me quickly explain it to you how the slipper clutch actually works like. So here, this is the slipper clutch which you get right over here. Now for instance, if you are riding a conventional bike, you are riding at 90 kilometers per hour, you suddenly come across a turn. What you will do is you will basically apply the brakes, you will press the clutch and downshift aggressively. For instance, if you are at 5th gear and if you downshift to 2nd gear, the engine over revs and there will be a jerk. Because of the jerk, your bike might get unstable. So that is what the slipper clutch basically prevents. It prevents the engine from over revving, it prevents the jerk, and it also prevents the rear wheel from hopping up. So those are the basic things which the slipper clutch actually prevents. Alright, now coming on to the throttle by wire. So as the name suggests, in the normal conventional bike you actually get a cable which goes through the to the throttle body, but here with the throttle you actually have sensors and wires connected. As the name suggests, throttle by wire, which means the wire and sensors are connected to the throttle. And here the advantage of throttle by wire is the fact that because it's a powerful motorcycle, a lot of power and torque goes to the rear wheel, especially when you ride it in the track mode. If you open throttle aggressively, there are a lot of chances that your rear wheel might slip. So even if you do not close the throttle, the ECU will automatically sense that the torque going to the rear wheels is a bit on the higher side, and it will automatically transfer lesser torque to the rear wheel. So that is how the throttle by wire actually performs. In the normal conventional bike, you will have to manually open the throttle and close the throttle, but here sensors and wires do the job for you. So guys, that is about it. I think I have spoken a lot about most of the things on the exterior front. Here you have a sticker, here you have a reflector provided as well, and here this is your engine. 312.2cc single cylinder liquid cooled reverse inclined petrol engine, produces around 34 PS of power in track and sport mode, produces around 25.8 PS of power in urban and terrain mode. I'll talk about it in detail as soon as I start riding the motorcycle. Here you have a DOHC written reverse inclined sticker as well. Here you have a flap from which it actually takes air inside in order to cool the engine. There you have a RT slipper clutch sticker provided as well. Ground clearance is somewhere around 180 I guess, and the saddle height is 810 So that is about it. So guys, yeah, that's about it. I have spoken a lot about the motorcycle. Now it's time to start riding the bike, and let me quickly share my experience with you. How is the bike to ride? How does it perform out on the roads? I'll talk about each and everything and more. I'll also talk about the ride and handling balance as well. So without wasting any more time, let's quickly get started. So guys, now I'm riding this bike, which is the TVS Apache RR310. Now I've already spoken a lot about the design as well as the features of the bike. Now it's time to start talking about the performance from the motorcycle. So let's really start from the engine. Now in this particular bike, you actually get 312.2cc single cylinder liquid cooled reverse inclined petrol engine, which actually produces around 34 PS of power in the track as well as sport mode. Now in this bike you actually get 4 modes on offer. There is urban mode, there is rain mode, there is sport mode, and there is track mode. Now in the track as well as sport mode, it produces around 34 PS of power and 27.3 Newton meters of torque. Meanwhile, in the urban as well as rain mode, it produces lesser power and torque. It produces somewhere around 25.8 PS of power and 25 Newton meters of torque. And the top speed which you can achieve in the track as well as sport mode is somewhere around 160 kilometers per hour. At the same time, the top speed which you can achieve in the urban as well as rain mode is somewhere around 125 kilometers per hour. The only difference between the track mode, sport mode, urban and the rain mode is the fact that in the track as well as sport mode, the engine will rev a little bit higher. It redlines a little bit higher at somewhere around 8,500-9,000 RPM. At the same time, the engine actually redlines at somewhere around 4,500-5,000 RPM when you ride it in the urban as well as rain mode. So that is the basic difference between those four modes. Talking about the refinement from the motor is not really refined as such. It definitely sounds very much sporty, I would say. At the end of the day, it is a sports motorcycle, it's a sports bike, and the engine sounds really very good, I would say, especially when you rev it hard and fast. Let me quickly show you an example. So out on open stretch of highway, as soon as you pull, right now I'm in 5th gear doing somewhere around 50 kilometers per hour, no issue at all. As soon as you open throttle, it bang, it goes. So that is the kind of punch this motor has, and the way they have calibrated each and everything, mind blowing, great work done by TVS Motors on that front. So now guys, talking about the gearbox, now this engine is paired to a 6-speed manual gearbox obviously, and like as you can see right now, taking a U-turn from here is no issue at all. You can easily take a U-turn without any worries whatsoever. The weight of the bike is somewhere around 174 kgs, and it's not really a very heavy bike as such, so maneuvering it in the city and riding it on the highways is not really very big task as such. Talking about the gearbox, you get a 6-speed manual gearbox in this particular bike, and the gearbox is really very smooth shifting, I would say. It is butter smooth in terms of shift, so no complaints on that front as well. Talking about the clutch is not very much light, at the same time it is not very heavy as well, so maneuvering this bike in the city is no fuss at all. Now from the clutch, the thing which gets to my mind is the slipper clutch. This bike actually gets a slipper clutch on offer. I have already told you guys how the slipper clutch actually works like, and it also gets throttle by wire. In the normal conventional bikes we get the throttle by cable. Here we have throttle by wire. I have already told you guys how that also works. Now talking about the ride and handling balance, which is again one of my favorite things to talk about. The ride quality, when I got the bike from TVS Motors, I thought because it's a sports bike, because it's a track machine, the ride quality will be on the safer side, but I was completely amazed and surprised when I started riding the motorcycle. The ride quality is beautiful, I would say. It is very much comfortable over bad roads. So if you ride it in the city as well as when you take it over bad roads, you don't really have to worry about it. The ride quality is really very good. It is on the softer side. It is not very stiff. At the same time, it is not very soft as well. It provides you very good ride quality. Now talking about the handling, obviously you get those clip-on handlebars. The handling is very sharp, as you can see. The handling is absolutely sharp. The feel and feedback from this handlebar could have been a little bit more better, that is what I feel. But in terms of handling, in terms of sharpness, in terms of accuracy, in terms of the inline thing, it definitely works brilliantly well, I would say. Talking about the brakes at the front as well as on the rear, you actually get disc brakes. Obviously this bike is equipped with the dual channel ABS as well, and the brakes work also nice, I would say. The braking performance is decent. Under heavy braking, the feel from the brakes could have been a little bit more better. Otherwise the brakes work brilliantly well, I would say. So you get ABS, dual channel ABS, disc brakes at the front as well as on the rear. Now guys, this fuel tank, the fuel tank capacity is 11 liters to be precise, and I have not really tested the bike in order to extract the best out of it, but it will return you somewhere around 25 to 36 kilometers per liter. The mileage which I have got from the bike is somewhere around 36 kilometers per liter. I am not at all kidding. I'll show it to you in the video as well. So the mileage which you get from the bike is somewhere around 25 to 36 kilometers per liter, depending on the way you ride, where you ride. All those things definitely come into play, but the mileage this bike is definitely capable of delivering good mileage figures as well. Right now I am cruising at 45 kilometers per hour and I am right now in the 6th gear, and still when you open throttle it pulls brilliantly well. No matter which gear you are right now in, it pulls very cleanly and in a very good way, I would say. There are some amount of vibrations, especially on the foot pegs. There are some amount of vibrations on the foot pegs which can be definitely felt, but otherwise the bike is simply amazing, I would say. So guys, I think I've spoken a lot about the bike. Am I missing anything? Yeah, talking about the headlights. The headlights which you get right over here are by LED projector headlamp setup, and the throw from the headlights is also really very good, I would say. I really love the way the lights also perform, the high beam as well as the low beam. All of those things you get are LED projector headlamps, and they work beautifully at night as well. They illuminate the low road in quite a good way, I would say. So guys, I think I've spoken a lot about most of the things. Now in this particular skin, now this is a 5-inch TFT display which you get right over here, and this particular display has a lot of things on offer. It will show you your riding stats as well. If you take it on the track, this is basically a track machine. If you take it on the track, you will definitely enjoy a lot riding this particular motorcycle. This is a 5-inch TFT display, by the way. And guys, as you can see, over bad roads, no issue at all. It pulls very cleanly without any fuss, provides you very good amount of comfort as well. So in this particular screen, you actually get navigation as well. There is a TVS X Connect app which you can download in your phone, and after entering your chassis number, frame number, you can basically turn on the navigation as well, which is also quite simple. And it will also show you a lot of other things as well. As you can see, gearbox is very much smooth shifting. Taking a U-turn, no fuss at all. You can easily take a U-turn without any worries whatsoever. So guys, now talking about the final thing, I think the fit finish quality levels are really very good. The engine, like I said earlier, the engine is not really very refined as such. It sounds a bit, but it definitely sounds in a sporty way, and I absolutely love the way it sounds, especially when you rev the nuts out of it, like on an open stretch of highway. When you pull the throttle hard and fast, the way it pulls is supremely amazing. So guys, the other thing which I forgot to mention over here is that now the modes which you get, the track mode is absolutely phenomenal, I would say, in terms of performance. Now you won't be able to change the modes. When you open the throttle, you will have to close the throttle in order to change the gears, in order to change the modes. And the track mode, in the track mode, the bike actually provides you maximum power and torque output. So you really need to be very careful while riding the bike in the track mode. So that is something which I have noticed. I thought I should share it with you guys. It's very dangerous if you don't really carefully launch the bike. If you launch the bike in the track mode without taking a proper care, I think the rear wheel might slip because of the higher torque going to the rear wheels. So guys, yeah, that was about it. I think I have spoken a lot about most of the things. I hope you guys liked the video. Still, if you have any questions regarding the same or the other, you can definitely ask it to me on Instagram as well as in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to answer most of your doubts. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, drive safe, ride safe. Bye bye. Downshifting, and it pulls relentlessly. What an amazing motorcycle.